Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the full moon in Aquarius. As usual, I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Sagittarius at this time, please? Messages for Sagittarius at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out. The number 11, Major Arcana, the Ark of the Covenant. Sharing your highest purpose with the world. The second card out is the Queen of Scrolls. Excuse me. She's bringing wisdom, learning, clarity. Your third card, the Three of Forces, the Bird's Nest. Preparing for new additions. Can mean many things. Children, business, relationships. On the bottom of the deck, Five of Forces, summer, winter. This is about using the time that you have right now, making hay while the sun shines, preparing for the harvest. What can you do now that can prepare for the winter? What can you do now that will carry you through more difficult times potentially? I'm going to clarify these cards with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Sagittarius, for this full moon in Aquarius period, or whenever this message finds them. What are the clarifying messages, please, for Sagittarius? Thank you. On the number 11, the Ark of the Covenant, the King of Cups. On the Queen of Scrolls, the Five of Pentacles. On the Bird's Nest, the Knight of Pentacles. And on the bottom of this deck, the Two of Swords, clarity, making a decision about something. As I said, the Ark of the Covenant is a card about knowing your highest purpose, Sagittarius, and sharing that with the world. Whatever that may mean for you. You can see two men here sitting outside of a tent. The Ark of the Covenant is on the inside, and on the most mundane level, this card can mean something, to the effect of a successful contract of some kind. But on a much deeper level, it is about you understanding what your highest purpose is and living that to the best of your ability and sharing that light with the world. So, you are living true to your karmic contract when you receive this card. Facing lessons of growth and working toward greater inner discoveries. So if you don't know what your unique contribution is to the world, Sagittarius, go within, meditate, and do yourself a favor and figure out what that is. Realize that whenever you're doing any work that you may have to do as far as karmically, take breaks when you need to, and understand that that's just a phase of energy that you have to work with. Try not to let yourself get pulled into emotional dramas and understand that things right now that require your attention have a really far-reaching effect on things that can, influence your future, but as well as, your future lives. So work toward your highest purpose and toward finding out what that is. And this will sound cheesy, of course, but the Akashic records hold everything. And when we originally come down here, we wanted to touch this world with our light somehow. And that's what our sacred covenant is how we want to share that love and light with the world, Sagittarius. I've been trying to read the Akashic Force for these cards because this is part of the reason I wanted to share these Akashic Tarot cards and learn these cards and try to provide these messages, because they're positive and they are uplifting, and I've felt benefited after I was doing my own readings with these, and I just wanted to share that and to help offer people guidance. And so maybe there's some meditation you can get from me reading this Akashic Force, and it's only a couple sentences, but I'm going to try to do this as a rule from now on. Close your eyes and imagine the Ark of the Covenant opening before you. Within it, you see the contract that contains your highest purpose. What is that purpose? Sense one word and one action that you can take today to pursue it. So for me, Sagittarius, I love doing tarot readings. Since I have gotten into doing this, it's great. It's awesome. I love it. And I've opened myself up more to my intuition, and it's just been awesome. It's been great. But something that I love even more is painting. And that is something that I can literally get lost in. And when I look up and it's been 3 hours or 4 hours and I don't feel like it's been but maybe a half an hour, the time has flown by and I've literally gotten lost in it, that's how I know that is what at least one of my deepest passions is. And so somehow I need to try to figure out how to let that be something that touches people, is my highest purpose, along with this as well. But the reason I say that is to help you if you're having some difficulty figuring out maybe what that is, if you don't know. And, even if you're later in years maybe, this is something I've just come to discover in the past few years. And I am not a spring chicken. So I've got, a few decades, more than a few decades behind me. And with age comes experience. So, don't be afraid. Those things that you have always wanted to try or that you may think you love, try it out. What harm can it do? None. And it may open you up to all new worlds. So with this card, the Ark of the Covenant being clarified by the King of Cups, this is, the King of Love, of course, emotional generosity, emotional stability, empathy, and love, so this could be you, perhaps, it could be a new love interest, it could be a masculine energy, male or female, that's around you that can help you with this highest purpose. Help you figure out what it is maybe, or help to bring it out in you. Or if you are this masculine King of Cups, then, you may be offering emotional stability and empathy to others. So perhaps that is your light to share. However that resonates with you, Sagittarius. Beautiful cards. The next card out for you is the Queen of Scrolls. And as I said, she is bringing knowledge and clarity. The scrolls are similar to swords in the traditional Rider-Waite. So she would be the Queen of Swords. And I just don't get the impression of her being as cold as I do the Queen of Swords. And I shouldn't say the Queen of Swords is cold, but I think she can come off as that way. She's very cool and is, very calm mentally and collected. And this Queen of Scrolls can be the same way. But she brings knowledge of the Akashic truth. So this is a woman of higher mind for sure. And she can help you move into new levels of wisdom and understanding, Sagittarius. This could be a teacher to you in some way, or a friend. It could be a friend that, moves into something deeper. Anytime there's a queen or a king present, always have to mention that it could be a new love interest. So male or female, it doesn't matter. Feminine energy. But this feminine energy could be helpful to you on some project requiring communication, or if you're a writer, it could be somebody who helps you with your writing. This is also a time of deepened understanding and a readiness to learn new things. So expansion of your mind, your body, your spiritual mind. There's an archway behind her that you just have to step through, this door of knowledge, Sagittarius. Check out more information about the Akashic Records. It is fascinating and life-changing. The Akashic force for this card is to close your eyes and feel the Queen of Scrolls approach. As she hands you a scroll, your greater mind awakens. Feel the sparkling brilliance there. And with this being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, this is feeling left out in the cold. This is obviously not, a happy card. They're out in the storm. They don't look happy. It's snowing. This usually means, poverty, desperation. But for me, I feel that perhaps you felt this way, Sagittarius, but the way that the witch on this card is holding her lantern up, and it's sort of illuminating the way toward the Queen of Scrolls. I feel that you are gaining this clarity now of what you need to do to come out of this feeling of loss, of lack. Because I know people are struggling, and I understand that, and I don't want to negate what anyone feels, but it is also a mindset. And even when you're thankful for something small, it gives you more to be grateful for. So the Three of Forces, the Bird's Nest, is your next card out. And as I said, this is a card of feathering your nest. You can see the mother there. She's got a few babies in the nest, little fledglings, and she's feeding them right now. And this is a card of potentially doing some type of home renovation. But it also, on a deeper level, indicates that you could be preparing your household for a new family member. Maybe you're having a baby. Maybe you're adopting. Maybe they're blended families. It could be that you're expanding your business. As I said, there is some expansion that is happening right now, and this card indicates that there's work to be done toward that. You will have to put forth some effort, but it will be well worth it. And these expansions that you make will bring great joy. So spiritual expansion has come up again, because that's, this card can mean that also. It's never too late to widen your spirit family, right? You can always have more friends and guides, and that type of reward is absolutely limitless. This is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, which he's one of my favorite knights. I mean, I know. Anyway. The Knight of Pentacles is a responsible person, hard work. He is diligent. He will get there. He may be the slowest one, but he will get there. And so this is the perfect card to clarify this bird's nest, because you are working toward this, Sagittarius. And whatever these expansions are, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, filled with joy, honey. Filled with joy. So enjoy it. The Akashic Force for this card reads, close your eyes and see yourself feathering your nest. What sort of things need to be put in place in order to support the expansion that lies before you? Because it's coming. Hard work, responsible. That's you, Sagittarius. Every Sagittarius I've ever known. Hardworking, responsible. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, honestly, I can't remember, which sign that is, so forgive me. I do not recall right now. But that is you, Sagittarius. I'm going to clarify these 3 rows just a little bit further with another positive message from the Divine Abundance Oracle. And all of these decks will be listed down in the description box below in case you're interested. And if you have made it to this point in the reading, Sagittarius, and this has resonated, please, please hit that like button. I'm trying to get my channel built and growing, and I want to get these messages of positivity out to as many people who may need to hear them. So thank you for helping me do that. I do appreciate it. Clarifying the Ark of the Covenant and the King of Cups. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. That's definitely a mantra if I've ever heard one. Sharing the light of your highest purpose, and everything you need always comes, Sagittarius, doesn't it? Isn't it true? I hope it is for you. Clarifying the Queen of Scrolls and the Five of Pentacles. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Well, if I may speak frankly, ain't that the truth? So when you stop wanting so much, often that's when the flow is opened and things come. So do what you love. Focus on something that you enjoy doing, Sagittarius, and that is the fastest way to manifest. It truly is. Take your mind off of whatever it is that you're focusing on that you don't have, and do something that you enjoy fully. And that is the fastest way to manifest. Put what you want into the universe. Ask for help, and then release. Clarifying the Three of Forces, the Bird's Nest, and the Knight of Pentacles. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. That is just turning it all over to the universe. Trusting. Whatever comes will come, and whatever goes will go. And leave it all up to the divine, Sagittarius. That's the best that any of us can do on any given day. I'm going to pull a final card for you from the Shaman's Dream Oracle as an overall for this reading. And again, I hope that you have enjoyed this. I do see joy and expansion on the horizon for you with that Three of Forces bird's nest, sharing your light with the world with the Ark of the Covenant. A loving, generous energy with that King of Cups. And Pentacle abundance with that Knight of Pentacles. You know, you work hard, and you're definitely a hard worker who will arrive at that destination. Your overall message, the number 27, heart, home, compassion. Love in its truest form. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There's no need to I apologize. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions, and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When Heart Home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. So have love and compassion for yourself, Sagittarius. That is so important. Sometimes, we are the hardest on ourselves of anyone. We are our harshest critics, so remember to love yourself. For this full moon in Aquarius right now, the Moonology Oracle encourages us to be real. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons, and our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that might not be right for us. This card is reminding you that sometimes you need to back off, worry less, and trust more. Life is about fun and laughter, but you take all the fun out of it if you spend too long in your head and less in your heart. You might win, but it won't be a great victory, so release. Again, whatever wants to come will come, and let whatever wants to go, go. A manifesting balance right now is to find a balance between being real and trying to please all the people all the time. Life goes in cycles, Sagittarius, and that's okay. The more you can accept that, the easier this phase will be for you. A manifesting ritual for awakening is to add some frankincense essential oil to your diffuser, and as you meditate, call in the goddess Isis, who supports us in our awakening to the truth. You can ask Isis to help you see your personal truth, Sagittarius. And once you know that in your heart, you will know your next best step. Your manifestation affirmation at this time: the truth empowers me and sets me free. The truth empowers you and sets you free, Sagittarius. Look into yourself, go within, see what it is that you feel is the light within you that you would like to share. And if you need to do some introspection, then take the time to do that, because these expansions that you're making are going to be so wonderful for you and beneficial. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Enjoy your full moon in Aquarius. I am wishing you love and light. Take care.